Hello everyone, welcome to an unboxing video, an unpackaging video, whichever you like. I don't think I've ever done one of these before, not quite like this anyway. I just thought, you know, I got this package, well, let's open it on camera because that's fun. This video is probably going to be divided into two parts. That's going to be recorded at two different time periods because I am waiting for another package as well, which might arrive later today, possibly, but probably it's going to arrive after the weekend because I'm recording this on a Friday. So in this package there is dice, and in the package that I'm waiting for, that's probably going to be at the end of this video, there is even more dice. So suffice to say, I've sort of gotten into dice collecting a little bit. This particular package comes from the US, so it has taken quite a while to arrive to me, because especially now during the pandemic and during the Christmas season, the postal service was kind of slow. But it did finally arrive, so let's open it up. And these dice comes from an RPG shop that is called Exalted Funeral, so do please check those out. And that is something not important. Then we have the dice. These are for a specific RPG that is called Ultraviolet Grasslands. I unfortunately missed the Kickstarter for that RPG, but I did pre-order the soft cover that has come out after the Kickstarter, so I am waiting for that one as well. But at first I had not actually planned on buying any of the Ultraviolet Grassland dice. I didn't feel that I quite needed them, and I also kind of felt like, well, you know, shipping from the US here to Sweden is kind of, it can be a bit expensive sometimes. But on Exalted Funeral's Black Friday sale, these were lower in price. Now it's just sort of, let's get them. I want them. They look nice. Unfortunately, they didn't have the one color combination that I liked the most, which was a black bottom with like pink text or pink markings, I think. But these ones I think are a good second. So they have like a dark purple background with white markings, and as you can see, they don't have numbers. Well, they do have numbers, but they don't have the regular numbers. They have the Roman numerals, and the V's are the Ultraviolet Grassland V's, so they were sort of like triangles instead. I don't know, I can't see exactly where I'm at in the camera right now, but I think you can see it there. They do look nice. They do feel slightly smaller than regular dice, or maybe I'm just imagining things. The D8 does feel a little bit smaller. They do feel nice. They're not very heavy. Some dice sets can be heavier than others depending on what kind of plastic they're made of, but these feel actually maybe a little bit lighter than some others. But they do, the surface on the faces here are textured, and they do feel really nice just holding them in your hand. Yeah, I like these, they look really nice. They're gonna take some getting used to learning to read. I mean, up to 10, this is the D10. Up to 10, I think it's fine, because I think reading Roman numerals up to 10, it's quite easy, but when we're getting into 20 or on the D percentile, well, you have L and LX, etc. I think L is 50, right? I think so. So XL would be 40 and LX would be 60 or something. Anyway, and of course they've had to add to the 0 that we use, because as far as I know, Roman numerals didn't actually have zeros, so that is what it is. Let's actually compare it to another dice set. So here is one. Here is one that I actually bought for UVG when I had plan on not getting these. So this is a die set from Greifenfels. And these are, as you can see, they're purple. Also, I like purple. But these are fluorescent dice, so they glow in the dark. And I thought that would sort of go nicely with the ultraviolet grasslands. But then of course I got these, and I have 2 die sets that work with UVG. Which I suppose is good, because I'm probably gonna be the game master for UVG, so my players will need some nice sets. But I figured let's just compare sizes a little bit here. Yeah, the D6 feels roughly the same, maybe just a little bit smaller. I think the Greifenfeld set has slightly more rounded edges, while these ones are, they are not sharp edges, not like game science dice. They are slightly rounded, but they are not extremely rounded, you know, not like the, let's see if I can find one, not like one of these dice that have really rounded edges. So yeah, it looks nice. And then let's see the D10. Oh, sorry, that's the D percentile. Yeah, I think roughly the same size, I think. And these ones do feel just a teeny tiny bit smaller, but not by a large extent. So they look nice. The D4 though, I think. No? Oh, maybe not. Let's see, I have another set here that I can compare it to. This is also Greifenfels, by the way. These ones are slightly larger, I know. But this slightly larger than the Greifenfels, and it is slightly larger than the UVG dice. So they do seem to be, how should I say, regular size, but they're not the largest size out there. But they do feel nice. This one I think might be the one that's going to be trickiest to read. Not because 1, 2, 3, 4 are the most difficult Roman numerals to read, but mostly just because like the design of the face, where you don't have the number in the center like you do, for example, here. It's quite, you know, it's quite easy for your brain to sort of go, oh, this is the part that I'm going to focus on. And here you might have to just look a little bit closer. But it looks really nice. I really like it. And oh, here it actually says in the middle there, there's a U, and there's a V, and there's a G. UVG, and then on the 4th face is just a star of some kind. This one does also feel the same size. Yeah, the D8 here is noticeably smaller. That's kind of what I felt too when I had it before. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but it is indeed smaller. Not a lot smaller. It doesn't feel weird to hold it. You know, it's not that small, but it is smaller. D12 feels, honestly, that one kind of almost feels larger than the Greifenfels one. Not by a lot, but just teeny tiny bit smaller, I think. Little bit. And the D20 feels roughly the same. This one does feel like it has the same kind of rounded edges as this one. But that might just be because of the size, you know. The D20 sort of by nature has more rounded edges, just because it's a larger die, but it also has more faces on it. But yeah, that is the UVG die set. I am quite happy with this. It looks really nice. I don't know how much use it will actually get, because I have so many dice I never get to use all of them, but I have them in my collection and they look gorgeous. I do actually, I mean, dice like this is of course easier to read. You have the number quite clearly on the face there. But I don't know, I do like these that has a lot of patterns to them. It's just so much to look at, and it's so pretty. It's really, really pretty. I mean, it is, I think it's sort of evocative. I mean, look at this one here. I don't know what she's up like that, I think. I mean, it actually look like some kind of structure in the UVG world. So, you know, it does tickle the imagination a little bit, I think. More than these. These are kind of boring by comparison. Yes. And I just, I like the feel of the stuff here on the surface. Oh, I like that. Some people don't. To them it just feels weird. They just want the numbers like this. But I like this. I like the feel of them in my hand. So yeah, that is all for the first part of this video. And like I said, I'm gonna try to anyway edit in a second part where I open the rest of my packages, which will be more dice. Some of it RPG dice and some of it Dice Masters, which is a dice game. So I hope you stick around for that. Well, hello again my friends, and welcome back to the second part of this unboxing video. So as you see, I have actually opened this one, and that is just because I needed to take out a paper that had my address on it, because I didn't want that to be visible in the video. So I have yet to explore the content here. So let's do that together. So these things I ordered from a Swedish store that is called Alphaspel. I will link both that one and Exalted Funeral in the description down below if you want to check it out. But what we have is some Dice Masters, some more Dice Masters, even more Dice Masters, even more Dice Masters, a single die, and a package of dice. So these ones are Chessex 12mm dice. Purple translucent ones because well, as you might be able to figure out, I really like purple because I usually choose some kind of purple. The reason I wanted these is that me and my role-playing group are currently running a homebrew system. Not a homebrew setting, well it's that also, but a homebrew system that uses a lot of these. And I have been using, or I've been borrowing my Game Masters D6s, so I've been using also Chessex, these really nice teal colored ones, translucent teal. I did consider ordering these ones for myself because I do want my own RPG dice. I don't know, it's just the kind of person I am. So I did consider ordering an exact identical set to this, but I don't know, in the end I just decided for purple instead. It did feel more sort of in character for me to go with purple. And I don't know, I might buy the teal ones later on. We'll see. And there is, I believe there is also a polyhedral set, both for the teal and the purple translucent ones, which I might also get at some point. It's not a priority right now, but I mean, I like them. And this is a really nice purple color, a really sort of deep purple. I didn't even think about that pun there, but yeah. Like they haven't been saving on the coloring in these ones. They have a really nice color. They are of course a little bit darker than the teal ones that I've been using, but they are really, really nice. I don't know how well you can see the actual translucent effect of them, but the way I'm looking at it here, I can see some light shining through them, and it looks really, really nice. And we actually tomorrow be role-playing some with this role-playing group, so I'm gonna be premiering those then. And right now my cat is scratching on my door wanting to be let in my room. Well, technically he's not my cat, he's my flatmate's cat. No, I count him as mine. But he's gonna have to wait until I finish recording. So here we have another, also purple die. It's not quite the same purple. This is a slightly more reddish purple, and this is more of a bluish purple. But this is a 5-sided die. It has 1 and then 5 on the sides here, and then here it doesn't have a number on these sides. Instead, it's more sort of a similar to a D4, where you have the numbers on the top there. And supposedly it should be equal the number of times it lands on each side. And it's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know what I would actually use this for. I just like it. It's an odd die. I have a D3 actually. I might be able to find that and show you. So I mean, it's not the first weird die that I collect. Hang on, I'm just gonna pour out some dice here. There we go. There's the D3. So I think these will go nice together. Nice company with each other. Anyway, yeah, now I have a lot of dice on my table. So these are the role-playing die connected stuff that I bought, and the rest is Dice Masters. So I'm just going to put these to the side here. I haven't actually been into Dice Masters for a long time now. I was really into it in the beginning when it was new. But I sort of been wanting to start collecting a little bit again and playing some. So if you don't know what Dice Masters is, it's a collectible dice game. So it's kind of like, you know, collectible in the same way that Magic the Gathering is collectible. Except here we also have dice in addition to cards. So I bought a draft pack, which as the name suggests is really supposed to be used for drafts. But I kind of wanted one for myself. I did sort of look into what would be in here, and it did seem like it would be somewhat random, sort of like in a booster pack, and as opposed to a starter pack or a team pack where it's you know, predetermined which stuff you get in it. So I have this one, which is for the Avengers Infinity Gauntlet series, and then I have some boosters which are for the Guardians of the Galaxy ones. I think we're gonna start with this one actually. So let's see. I know they have introduced some new mechanics and card types since I last played, so it's gonna be interesting and fun to see what we get here. And also, you know, obviously I want some cool dice as well. There we go. And we have the Infinity Stones there on the cover, one on the top. Some of the example dice there. Let's see. Ooh, fancy. So let's see, can I recognize some of these characters? I don't know, the green ones might be Hulk. And I think that one looks like maybe Ghost Rider. I think that symbol might be Iron Man, maybe. This one I don't know though. Or maybe it's that, could that be Doctor Strange maybe? I don't know, we shall see. What do we have here? Okay, so these are the basic action cards. So these are not characters you play, these are regular actions that you can take. We have Besmirch, Big Entrance. I think, yeah, and Energize is one effect there. Impulse. I don't remember. I don't think Energize might be a new one. I don't remember. It's been too long. And then we got Investigation. That is some draw and roll 2 dice. That one, it's a sort of not a very complicated type of action, but a useful one. Now we got an holographic one. These are nice, or foil, whichever phrase you want to use for it. I'm not sure I have one of these before. I know they introduced foiled cards, but it might have been after I sort of took a break from collecting. This is really nice. So that's Ghost Rider, as I said. These ones here. Iron Man also, as I guessed, these red ones. Kang, okay. Kang would be these ones over here. Pip the Troll, okay. In Search of Warlock. I don't recognize Pip the Troll. I don't think I have encountered him in my Marvel reading. His dice would be these ones. She-Hulk. My guess was Hulk for these, but it's She-Hulk, which is even better because I love She-Hulk. Let's see, these all appear to be common cards. Yes. So the way you determine is you look at a line here and the color of that. So if it's like a gray, it's common. If it's green, I think it's uncommon. Yellow is rare and red is like super rare or something. The Collector, which would be these dice here. And Thor, of course. He would be, let's see, which dice are those? No? I can't quite, oh yes, these ones, the black ones, or kind of black one. Another Ghost Rider, this is an uncommon one. I don't know if you can actually see that this is a green liner, but trust me, it is. It has the same image they usually do in a set when it's just the rarity that vary, but the effects here on the cards would be different. So these are the effects that you would use for the die when you're playing. The Spot, which would be these ones here. They kind of have the same base color as the Thor one, only different ink in the symbols. Wong, okay. I said Doctor Strange on those, but yeah, this is a better fit. And then we have a rare Angela as Guardian of the Galaxy. She would be the purple ones here. That's nice. As you know, I love purple. This is a rare one and a foil one, which is great. And ooh, super rare or mythic rare, or I don't remember what they call the red ones. The ultra rare, and it's a foil Thor. Oh yes, right. So I have these ones of Thor and these ones of Thor, and then we have two. Let's see. These ones and these ones of Ghost Rider, which was also one of the doubles there. I don't know if you are guaranteed to get a super rare, ultra rare card in one of these packs, but either way, it was really nice getting one of those. And a foiled one, it's an extra bonus. Let's take out the dice as well, because I mean, it's a dice game. This is one of the most important things here, obviously. I don't actually know where I'm going to store these, because I think my Dice Masters boxes that I have since before are all full. So I might have to get a new one of those. It's those collector's boxes that you can buy for getting Dice Masters. So yeah, we have the Ghost Rider ones, sort of a bronze, shimmery bronze base, and then orange ink on the symbols. And the She-Hulk ones, I mean, I love She-Hulk. I'm probably gonna play with these ones just because it's She-Hulk. And then we had Iron Man, red and yellow. Not very interesting colors, but they look nice regardless. They are clear and easy to read. and these were Wong. It's not quite nice actually. It's sort of a, it's not a bright yellow, it's more of a sort of soft yellow with I would say almost moss color. It's a quite a sort of green brown-ish color on the ink there. It looks really nice. And then we have the Thor ones, which have a sort of black shiny base with some yellow ink. They look quite nice. When you look at it, it actually has the hammer symbol in it there. I don't know how well you can see it, but yeah, it does look Thor-ish. And then we had, who was this again? Let's see. It's not all of these characters that I'm overly familiar with. So this was the Spot. It has the same kind of base as the Thor dice, which means it's like a shiny metallic black color with white ink instead. And then we had, this was Pip. What was the rest of his name? Pip the Troll, right. I have never heard of him. It's a completely new character to me. I think I probably like these dice the least. Yeah, and actually this one I sort of see there's actually some missing ink there. I don't know if you can see it, but on the one here in the corner, there is no ink. So that's kind of a shame. Yeah, the inking overall on these ones, the Pip ones, not the other ones, but these ones seem to be in poorer quality than the rest. It might, I guess it might just be that this particular color of ink might have a different sort of viscosity to it that makes it a little bit more difficult to get it into all the details here. It has like a beige, light brown base and then a darker brown in the ink, and it's kind of boring. I mean, it's a nice contrast, I guess, to the rest. It stands out, but not my favorite. And then these ones were Kong, I believe. Yes, this is quite a nice color. Like a dark pink / purple base with some light blue ink. And the inking on these ones does look better than what was on the Pip dice. These ones I really like. A nice color. And then we had, which one were these? Let me just remind myself. Alright, the Collector. Kind of a reddish brown, also sort of rust colored, though not the exact same one as for this one. Base with some also light blue ink. No, not a different kind of blue from this. It's more kind of more teal or turquoise color. Quite nice. It's not my favorite of the Dice Masters dice, but they're quite nice. And then of course we have Angela, which have a purple base with an orange ink. Quite nice. Though I must say, which one would be my favorite? I actually think I might have to go with Kong's dice. It's just a really lovely dark pink base on those. Yeah, I really like those. Anyway, on to the booster packs. So I have 5 of these, which should contain 2 cards and 2 dice each. So let's see what we get. I hope something interesting. Okay, let's see. I don't know who this is. This might be... Could it be like a Wasp or Ant-Man cam, maybe? Oh, this is Hulk. Okay. Well, the color is right, I guess, but I don't know about the symbol. Looks like Hulk with the beard. And this one would be Yellow Jackets. So I was kind of right. Not quite the Wasp or Ant-Man, but related. Yeah. This is a really nice dark blue color, I think. This one is a little bit... it's green, but it's sort of... it's not a very vibrant green, you know. So yeah. Unfortunately, the ones that you get in booster packs are usually sort of warped a little bit. That's, I'm afraid, just the nature of the game. Usually you can flatten them out a little bit on your own. You just put a heavy book on them or something. So here is the second booster pack. Oh, this one didn't get open properly. There we go. What do we have here? This might be, I don't know, Gamora maybe? Well, I would expect her dice to be green. But it looked like maybe her hairdo there, I don't know. Okay, Nowhere. Cool. This is a really nice dice, by the way. Or die. It has this metallic sheen to it, but it's like a light blue one. It's really nice. And it was Gamora. I was right. A little bit less green than she usually is. And that is a rare card also. That is nice. And my flatmates just let me know that it's time for dinner. We're making homemade pizza, so I need to finish this up. Here we have... oh, that looks like another Angela. It's the same symbol as this one, just a darker purple. And this one, I don't know. I would think Bullseye, but this is the Guardians of Galaxy set, so I don't know what he would be doing in there. Yes, Angela. But this is a different Angela. It's a different set, obviously. And, Quasar. Interesting. And this is an uncommon card, which is quite nice. And here we have... oh, that has to be Rocket Raccoon. And this one... Star-Lord, it looks like. Maybe with his mask. Yes, Rocket Raccoon. Trigger happy. Yes, indeed. Oh, and a foiled, super rare Star-Lord. That is quite nice. I need to flatten this one out, put it in a deck protector. You know, these harder plastic cases. Yeah. This has sort of the same base color as this. Well, kind of, not exactly the same color, but I don't know. I don't think I'm a huge fan of that die. This one is very similar to the Yellow Jacket ones. It's not the exact same colors on them, but they're very, very similar. And then the last one. And here we have something with a mustache, it looks like. I don't know. And this one, oh, that looks like a Thanos. It has the hand at least. Dum Dum Dugan. Okay, I am not familiar with that character. That's an unknown for me. And we have an uncommon Thanos throwing down the gauntlets. Indeed. And that's a foil one as well. That is really nice. So this base color is kind of similar to Angela's, sort of in between those two. This one is fine. Kind of a little bit boring color. It's not very vibrant, but it looks good. So anyway, that is all for me this time. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below if you have anything to share about dice or Dice Masters. And yeah, like it, subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.